Starting a new life in a new country can be daunting, but Amy Jang was not only up to the challenge, she thrived in it. Jang was just a girl when her family moved from Vietnam to Calgary, and she started her first business in her late teens. She's seen more success since then, including founding the oil-changing company Lube Center. Jang is also devoted to charitable work, and last month, her contributions to our city were recognized with an Immigrant of Distinction Award for entrepreneurship and innovation. Jang was able to find a few minutes in her busy schedule to join Doug Dirks on CBC Radio's The Homestretch.
Hello, Amy.
Hi, Doug.
Now, first of all, congratulations on the award. What was your reaction when you found out that you'd won it?
Well, thank you, Doug. My heart is just completely full and overwhelmed. I felt grateful to be living in Canada.
And so, what challenges did you face when you came here from Vietnam?
Well, my family and I came in the 80s with less than $1. I didn't speak English at the time. Actually, none of us spoke any English.
Right.
And we came on Valentine's Day, minus 30. None of us had a winter jacket. But it's just wonderful. We knew this is the place for us. Everybody around us have just been very welcoming and just been offered kindness everywhere we went.
And so what was it like for you growing up, not speaking a word of English, and trying to make friends and integrate?
You make do. I learned the word yes and no very quickly, and always say yes first. And if there's a frown, say no right away. and with my grade 5 education, I soon became the family translator.
Sure, absolutely.
Right.
And so when did you know that you wanted to be an entrepreneur?
Oh.
When did you get the bug for that?
I think it was us living in the so-called hood, and I saw opportunities in real estate. And I started to write business plans and pass that around and said, hey, let's get investing.
And which hood are we talking about here specifically?
First Lawn, Pembroke.
Okay.
Yes, love the hood.
And so, what was your family's reaction to that? Was there pressure on you to be in a more traditional career, or how did your family feel about entrepreneurship?
I was doing that while I was in school still.
Right.
So my mission was to do the family justice and get an education, which I did. And so I continued with my real estate as an investment on the side, and became a computer scientist, went to school, got a very good job, which makes it really difficult to begin an entrepreneurship career.
But you kept coming back to that. Why?
Well, I knew there was a fire in me, but I don't know if it's a perceived thing, because if you've never done it before, how do you know it's what you love?
Sure. And so you're running a successful oil change business. In fact, I drive by one of your locations every day. So how did you grow Lube Town?
I work because I love my village. And my village is my family, my staff, my customers, my community. I take care of them and they take care of me. And that's how I built my business. And so when I started Lube Town, it's entirely independent. Right. It's not a franchise. And you know how difficult it is to make it.
Sure.
Being an independent. And so our marketing, we don't have TV budgets. So our marketing started off with the community 5+5. Instead of coupons, we said, here's a voucher.
Right.
You give it to somebody, they get $5 off. I write a check $5 to your cause, your soccer team.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I win, you win, everybody wins.
So, and that has become, that's been a model, really, for a lot of businesses, right? Is to have a social aspect to the business as well. So you were kind of ahead of the trend there, weren't you?
Right, and it's all about the village. Like with my team at Lube Town, we decided we're going to be different, so no commission.
Right.
And that changes everything. People come to work because they love people and they love cars. And I want to bring that kind of village feel to my business. And so what we do, honestly, every business needs to make money.
Sure, absolutely.
So we still need to sell, but it keeps the guys honest. So how do we encourage sell? So what we do is we say, let's have a team thing. Let's do a lunch bonus. If we make it today, tomorrow we do lunch. And it's just something wonderful. Growing up, we don't have a lot of things, but eating together was one of the most amazing things that I got to experience with my family. And the people that I work with is my family. We see them more often, and we should eat together. And it's just something special about eating together
So what kind of advice would you give to entrepreneurs starting out or thinking about becoming an entrepreneur?
I would say be very flexible, be open-minded, and so that you can give opportunities to equal value in all opportunities. But at the same time, be very, very stubborn with who you are. Mm-hmm. Be very stubborn for what you stand for, and be immovable for what you stand for. And finally, be very, very grateful. Because we started off with nothing. And what I've noticed is if you have very little to start with, mm-hmm. learn to give. Because as soon as you're giving, you discover you have so much more in you.